Welcome to my channel French Pulse. Let's enjoy learning French. Today we're going to do a quick recap on mettez or négatif. How to make sentences negative in French. You need to write ne before the verb and pas after the verb. If the verb begins with a vowel, which are the vowels A, E, I, O, U, it becomes n apostrophe before the verb and pas. It will also become n apostrophe before y and silent h. So let's take some examples. Je suis français. I'm French. I'm not French. Je ne suis pas français. Put ne before the verb and pas after the verb. Il est professeur. Put ne before the verb, but this verb begins with a vowel, so it will be n apostrophe and pas after the verb. The first thing is to identify the verb. Ne has to come before the verb and pas has to come after the verb. N apostrophe has to come before the verb and pas has to come after the verb. Elle habite à Paris. This verb begins with a silent H, so elle n'habite pas à Paris. This is just a simple method of changing a sentence to negative in French. Now, when we have article indéfini, what are the articles indéfinis? Article indéfini means a or an, un, des, and some. So, un, des in negative sentences will change to de or d apostrophe. Elle a un cahier. She has a notebook. Elle n'a pas de cahier. So, the formation remains the same. N apostrophe before this verb because it starts with a vowel. Pas after the verb. And this indefinite article un changes to the. Elle a des cahiers. She has some notebooks. She does not have the notebooks. Elle n'a pas de cahier. So again, ne before the verb, pas after the verb, and change the indefinite article to de. If the verb begins with a vowel, n apostrophe. Il y a une fille dans la classe. There's a girl in the class. There's no girl in the class. Il n'y a pas de fille dans la classe. So, il n'y a pas de. So, n apostrophe because we have y here and followed by pas, and the une fille changes to the fille. So, here we just learned how to change sentence into negative in French by using ne plus verb plus pas, and if this is followed by an indefinite article, un, une, des, in negative they change to de or d apostrophe. Let's see what happens with the verb être and with definite articles. Let's look what happens when we have the verb être. With the verb être, there is no change in negation. Let's take some examples. C'est une règle. It's a ruler. Ce n'est pas une règle. Now before the verb, this verb begins with a vowel, so an apostrophe, pas after the verb, and don't change the indefinite article because we are using the verb être. Let's take another example. Ce sont des garçons. These are boys. Ce ne sont pas des garçons. Put ne before the verb, pas after the verb, and they remains the same. No change because this is verb être. With article défini, what are the articles définis, which means the? Le, la, l'apostrophe, les. There's no change. So, elle a la trousse, she has the pouch. She does not have the pouch. So, elle n'a pas la trousse. Ne before the verb, pas after the verb, and the definite article remains the same. Let's take another example. Il a les cahiers. He has the notebooks. Il n'a pas les cahiers. Il is the subject pronoun. N apostrophe before the verb. Why is it an apostrophe? Because the verb begins with a vowel. Pas after the verb, and les cahiers, we don't change the definite article. So, this was a quick recap on mettez or négatif. We saw To change a sentence into negative, we need to write ne plus verb plus pas, n apostrophe plus verb plus pas. When we have indefinite articles like a, you, they change to de or d apostrophe in negative. When we have the usage of the verb être, it doesn't change. The most important thing is to be able to identify the verb. First identify the verb and then place ne before it or an apostrophe before it and pas after it. In the description box, there is a link to a quiz on the same topic. There will also be links to these same topics explained in details. There will be a link to my Padlet and my website. Like and subscribe to my channel. Au revoir et à bientôt.